Well, hey, good evening. Welcome back to my little gardening show. I got my winter coat on, slash raincoat, at least for today. 60s one day, back down to the 40s the next, with it's been raining all afternoon, and then it got real bad here last 15 minutes. I was like, man, I need to get those plants inside. It's not going to be good. Trying to get them hardened off to the sunlight and stuff, so I could get them out to the greenhouse without having to put any kind of netting up to filter sunlight. But I'll show you the plants here real quick. So overall, they're still doing well. I've been had to drain the trays a couple times today because of all the rain. Got them on top of the trash cans here, at least through the night. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to put them back outside into the trailer. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if the microphone's going to pick up the rain there. But the wind is whipping up, and it's pretty bad out. So as you can see, the conditions are pretty bad tonight. I really need to get the plants out to the greenhouse. In fact, I think we're going to do that tomorrow morning. But while we're down here in the grow room, I'm going to give you an update on our warm weather seedlings and where things are at. So I've got the lights dropped down. It's been about 6 days. 6 days, I guess, since we planted everything. Let's raise the lights up and show you what's underneath. Alright, so as you can see, most of the tomatoes have sprouted. They sprouted actually the other day. And more of them have come up. Once they started sprouting, I went ahead and removed the lid because I don't want anything to dampen off. I also dropped the lights real low just to make sure that they're not going to get leggy. Some varieties are doing a lot better than others. These Chadwick cherry, black cherry, and then I think our Italian paste. Some of our other varieties here. There's a few that haven't come up as well. I think pink brandywine for whatever reason, and let's see what variety here. Kellogg's breakfast have been slow to come up, so that's kind of disappointing. And I also flipped the tray around. This side that's germinated real well was actually in the middle of the grow mat, so once I saw what was sprouting, I turned this tray around, and that's kind of triggered the rest of them to come up. So I'm thinking it's a little bit warmer on this part of the grow mat than over here. On the peppers, we've got some action going there as well. I think I'll go ahead and leave the lid off now that we've got some more sprouting. The only thing that hasn't come up yet that I don't see any sprouts for are the GMO pepper that my friend had given me. That's kind of a hybrid between... Oh, but there is one coming up. Two. He'll like that. Typically the peppers are a little slower than the tomatoes. And we're kind of seeing that here. So the next step in probably later this week, once these get a little bit more size to them and they've really sprouted, I'm going to separate them out, and we're going to pot them up in our big cups that I got, and select the ones we want to go with. Baby them for a while, and then get them out to the greenhouse, along with the other cold weather stuff that we're going to take out tomorrow morning. So, yeah, we're on our way. We're maybe a little bit behind, but I'm hopeful that within the next month, we'll be able to catch up, as hopefully the weather will improve. But it is what it is. Springs are just kind of brutal here in Ohio. At least the last couple of years, it's been that way, it seems like. So, I guess we'll call it a night tonight, and then I'll take you along tomorrow morning as we take the cold weather stuff out to Dad's. Well, hey, good morning. Welcome back to my little gardening show. We are on our way out to Dad's house to move our cold weather plants out to the greenhouse. It's April 20th and probably about 40 degrees outside, wet, nasty. It rained pretty constant last night, pretty bad conditions. I don't know. It's just kind of frustrating, really, but we're going out there. We're going to get these loaded up. So, let's go. Alright, so we're out at the greenhouse. My sister helped load up the trays and stuff, so I'll show you what's inside. So here's all my plants. Obviously we made some progress. Things are looking pretty good. I moved them out here though because of all the rain and just the conditions, and having, you know, this is just a lot better environment for them at this stage. Got them set up again where we can bottom water them. These pots are saturated, so there's no need to water them right now. But they'll be in here next couple weeks till conditions improve and we can get them planted out in the garden. Here's my sister's flowers and herbs. She got this rack from her work. They were going to be throwing this away, and it fits perfect in the greenhouse. So she's got all kinds of stuff going. Trying to make the most of the greenhouse. There's a lot more that she'd like to do. We're just kind of limited on space right now. So this should work out pretty good. We've got a heater. Dad's got a heater set up behind me that's on it's an automatic thermostat. When it hits a certain temperature, it kicks on. So what I've done, I'll show you here real quick. I made some adjustments on the vents because it's cold. We don't want these really opening up. So I've got this where it pulled the plunger out. This operates different from the side window louver. I've got this so that it pulls the plunger out, so when the beeswax is expanding, it's not going to engage this, and even if it does, it's not going to pull it very far up. We do have it weighted down just in case it does engage. I've just got this on the lip of the window here. For the side window louver though, it works a little different. Instead of screwing it down to pull the plunger up, you actually just screw it out because the plunger is inside. You know, if I tighten this down, it's going to engage a lot faster and open up the side window louver. We don't want it to open at this point because of all the wind and rain and just nasty conditions. I'll go ahead and take you down to the garden and show you kind of what we're looking at for this spring. We got a lot of work to do. Alright, so here we are down at the garden. The fence is in need of much repair. Certain sections. The other thing I'm a little concerned about is, you know, with us getting kind of later in the spring, bunny rabbits may try to make a little nest in here, and we might not see them, and I'd hate to hit anything. So we're definitely going to have to walk around the perimeter once we do get this sealed up and just check for rabbits. There's a part of me that is thinking about just taking all this down so we could really work the ground and get what we want established, and then put up a new fence. We'll see. Just depends on how you know, time and resources. But the winds are pretty harsh out here. You know, ideally we need to wish there was a little bit more of a windbreak. But it is what it is, you know, and so we're gonna try to make the most of it. Fix the fence, plot out our beds. You know, that worked out pretty well last year, marking them out with stakes, having kind of defined paths. Right now it's just too wet to really get in there and mess around with it. So, all right, well, guess everybody have a happy Easter, and we'll catch you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.